How do we plan and program to ensure that everyone has access to fully participate?
Any kind of Paralympic event where they're thinking consciously about the fact that the ramp is all the way across, and like they're putting the tents up in places that are like on the concrete versus in the field. Things like that, where people are just constantly thinking about it because it's so obvious. And like the Paralympic events, I don't gotta worry about thinking like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to catch up. I have to plan ahead so that I'm 5 steps ahead of you, so that when we come up to this point, we'll be walking in the same direction.
I still think print is like a very common medium, but more and more conferences are moving to online registration and QR codes. And I know for me personally, that has made a very big difference and really opened up accessibility for me when it comes to conferences. I also think having when we do get back to having conferences in person, I think there's a lot to be said for having conferences both in like synchronous, so both in person, but like providing an online platform. Because typically attending conferences in person could potentially be a financial barrier as well, especially for persons who have disabilities depending on their demographic background. So if they have the opportunity to attend virtually, it might give them that first opportunity to attend a conference, even virtually, that they may not have been able to attend otherwise.
When you're in a setting and you're speaking to somebody who you're on the stage or you're down here, like, and there's a difference in level, it automatically creates this idea of, okay, we're different in some way. Even things like we go through different doors. When you put two separate groups of people and you make them go through separate doors, subconsciously we associate differences. And if we don't do that, if we all go through the same door, if we're on the same level, and if I can physically make eye contact with you without having to turn my head up, then it's easier and you don't see it as problems.
So typically for seeking resources, if it's on the registration form, I will indicate what I need. And then if I need to be more specific, I will reach out to the event coordinator, for example, providing things in PDF, or for like asking questions. When people ask questions at the end of presentations, I will have the moderator assist me with that. And then with receiving help, again, electronic format of paperwork is really great. And then when it comes to navigating my surroundings, typically I prefer human guide or just following somebody. And if I know other people that are going to a conference, say perhaps a couple of colleagues or something, I might even reach out to a few friends and say, hey, I heard you were giving, I saw on the program you were giving a talk. Would you mind meeting up maybe if we are traveling early, like the afternoon before, and just going on a walk of the venue together to get the lay of the land?
My one piece of advice for any kind of event planner is, have your ADA seating, right? Have your ADA seating for people who are, older and need to be in a certain place, but also have your seating for people who are in church, who are who are younger, who are wanting to be in the thick of things. It's an issue. Like, if we really want to be fair about it, put some, on the floor, put some on the first deck, put some on the second deck, and let people have that freedom to just move like everybody else.